It's a neat little community. It's small.
It was 1907 when Blackwell, Texas was granted a post office. Back then, 500 folks squarely in the middle of nowhere called this place home. Nearly 100 years later, Blackwell's farmers and ranchers have hung on to their little town, and nowhere still crowds the city limits. The Blackwell School opened its doors in '29, teaching farm kids the 3 R's. Sports was a big city luxury, but then in '34, a Nebraska feller named Epler invented a way for tiny towns to play football with just 6 boys on a team. It took 5 years for the sport to make its way to Texas, and it changed places like Blackwell forever. In a town where school and football is all there is except the daily 9 to 5, pep rallies are a community event. And when there's only 135 students from pre-K to grade 12, parents, grandparents, and the football faithful are always on hand to boost Hornet spirit. Yep, the whole town of Blackwell turns out every Friday to support Coach Cook and his team of hometown heroes.
In these size towns, and it's not just Blackwell, but all of them, you know, the school is the center of the community, and everything revolves around that school. And it's just that important, you know. And if we didn't have the school, the town would be different.
When you live in a town this small, you get used to doing double duty. See, Doug Cook is the football coach. He's the principal, too. And these boys are his players: Salvador Sanchez, Jacob Watts, Chad Holland, Jake Wilkinson, and Jeremy and Josh McWhorter. You see, these boys know a lot about doing double duty as well. These 6 players make up the Blackwell football team. The entire Blackwell football team.
They want to play football. And this is the football we have. 6 guys. They don't have a choice.
When the season started, Garrett Harris made 7. Then tragedy called a timeout.
The first ball game in the second quarter, a kid gets blocked into one of our kids, and his foot is planted, and so when it hits his leg, his knee, the top part moves, the bottom doesn't. Torn ACL. And he is out for the season. They line up like this a lot, but they don't rush everybody. They still don't rush 3. They want a slow play. What do we do?
And so 6 boys set out to do the near impossible: play every down of every game. Offense, defense, kicks, and punts. No substitutions, no time to rest. Just play the game and keep Hornets football alive in a town that loves its football.
To me, that's one of the biggest responsibilities, to keep this team going and I guess make this town proud of us.
For seniors Salvador Sanchez and Jeremy McWhorter, they know that any play could be their last.
It scares me sometimes that, you know, our season can end at any time. You know?
And one of us get a bruise or something, we just keep going. There's really nothing we can do about it. We just play.
Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and their sacrifice in order to achieve athletic.
The West Texas air is filled with small-town charm, a world away from the 5A Friday night lights. Here, the school superintendent is the announcer, and the town's mayor keeps score. This is a place where schools like Garden City and Water Valley and Paint Rock and Very Best come to give their all, with 6 boys for 4 quarters. There's always pressure to win, but this year, just lining up for the next play is a victory.
You know, if they want to play, this is it. And every time we suit up, it's kind of like a miracle. 10 years from now, you know, this is the team that people will be talking about, and this is the team that they'll show videos of, and how 7 people can make a difference in a community. Everybody is proud of the heart you have. I can't tell you how proud I am because we don't ever quit. Now that bunch out there, we need to put a licking on them quick. They don't want to get hit. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, guys!
Hey, we got to have some heat in there. Let's go.
If 12-man football is a race, 6-man's a marathon. It's not unusual for scores to climb into the 70s, and when you can't make a substitution, coaching walks a fine line between praise and frustration.
This down right here, we got to stop him.
He's a very good coach. All of us get along with him. He's a good guy. When we do something wrong, he tells us. When we do something good, he lets us know we did something good.
Now get in there, shoot those gaps. Jacob and Josh, shoot the gaps. You guys come hard, tackle them. Let's go. Yeah! Yeah! All right!
At halftime, the sensational 6 are holding their own.
Okay, we've got 2 timeouts left, 42 seconds. Watch me quick.
They play every down like it's their last opportunity, knowing one hurt player means the end of the game. A serious injury means the end of the season.
It's more than just about them. I think it's, they do carry the burden. We have it's come up more than once that, they're keeping football alive here at Blackwell.
By the fourth quarter, exhaustion begins to win out over desire, and Blackwell watches the game slip away.
That is not the play I called. I don't think anybody's ever going to question how hard you play or your heart, but you can't play hard if you don't play smart, and we didn't tonight. We're tired for last now. We blew it. People, they get used to winning, but it's just one of those situations where they don't, they're on kickoffs, punt returns, punts, extra points. Everything we do on the field, those 6 guys do. They don't have a choice.
A famous coach once said, "Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing." But that coach never visited Blackwell, Texas. He never saw the Friday night pride of these townsfolk, and he never saw the fearless dedication of 6 boys who just want to play football. In the end, the scoreboard may tell one story, but Doug Cook and the folks of Blackwell, Texas tell another. Win or lose, these boys, the Blackwell Hornets, are heroes.
Yes, they are to this community. In the pepper line, they alluded to heart. They have a huge heart and a desire, and I just think the world of them. Yeah, they're heroes just because, they're keeping that dream alive.